The corporate world is changing. AI, tech disruptions, and new ways of working are taking over. All the while, we're seeing layoffs and these harsh realities of becoming too senior in the ranks when you're at the top and you know there's not much more room for you to go. It's pretty scary. But your wisdom, your experience, that's timeless. That's what we want to build on. And for all these reasons, I'm here to tell you that entrepreneurship is no longer optional. With these forces happening in corporate, knowing what you're capable of and the vehicles available to you to maximize your own genius, entrepreneurship is a must do. Now, in the past, when you thought about building your own business, it might have appeared as too hard, too costly, or too risky. But no longer. You, my friend, have a responsibility to build entrepreneurial muscle for your future self, your family, and all the people you're meant to serve in this world. Now, as a transformational coach, when I see someone with many years of career and life experience, with all those bumps and bruises and everything they've ever overcome, all I see is incredible raw material to work with in building your own business and a new future. So today, I'll show you exactly how to truly bet on yourself because you, my friend, are your greatest asset. Let's dive in. Welcome to Uncage Yourself. I'm Matt Doan. On this show, we explore strategies to help family-focused professionals smartly graduate corporate life and build entrepreneurial freedom. Our goal? Maximize freedom, income, and impact. See MatthewDoan.com for more. Now, let's dive in. Maybe you've reached a crossroads in your career. The path that you've walked on for years suddenly feels shaky beneath your feet. Industry disruptions, AI advancements, layoffs, all this economic uncertainty, even ageism. The corporate world that you've known for so long is transforming in a hurry and not in your favor. But here's the truth. This moment of crisis is also your greatest opportunity. The Stoics taught us to turn obstacles into advantages. Your professional frustration that you're facing, we need to use it for fuel for something greater. That's what it is. Now, entrepreneurship isn't just an option anymore. It's a necessity. Now, we're not talking about risky startups, needing a lot of venture capital money, or these passive income schemes that dominate our social feed. No, this is about creating a transformational online business that converts your natural talents into a premium high leverage offering. It helps people you genuinely care about and are excited to serve. It provides the freedom for you and your family to live and work on your own terms. And it transcends age barriers, letting your experience shine. That's what's possible when you package your natural genius into a simple online service to serve people you care about. Understand that. Listen, your genius, we need to uncover that. You then ask yourself, who in this world do you feel compelled and excited to help? And then you create a simple service online to serve them at scale. That is it. That is what I do with all my clients. That's what I've done. It's the most efficient, natural way for you to go be you and make a business out of the whole thing. You don't need millions of followers and all that crap. Now, at the same time, let's be clear. This isn't an overnight solution. Yes, it's simple, but it requires dedication and very hard work. This path that I work with all my clients that we're doing every single day is hard. It forces you to face your demons, your doubts, your insecurities. But the benefits of going through this transformation as you start to ramp down your corporate life and build this entrepreneurial path, which I argue very much is a necessity, the benefits begin the moment you begin. It's not this thing where, oh, I build a business and it exists 3 years from now and then I'm good. You know, that's the typical mentality. Just like with finances, oh, when I hit my number, then I'll feel good. No, when you start building a business like this, an entrepreneurial path, you feel amazing from moment one because you're in the arena doing something you know your heart has been calling you to do for so long. Do you understand that? The point is to choose happiness now. When you build something you love using your natural genius and you're excited to do it, you feel happy excited, energized now. And that's often what people are missing in their lives who've been in corporate for far too long. When you feel energized by doing something you love, it puts everything in perspective in a better way. You show up better at home. You're healthier because you have purpose and motivation. You're building something. Now, I digress for a second. Let me go back to maybe one of your big concerns. You might think, but Matt, starting a business is risky. Is it though? What's truly risky is clinging to all this false security, waiting for that next layoff, watching your skills become obsolete. Let's see. That's happening very fast these days. Keeping up with the hot skills and certifications. My God, I do not miss that game. That was exhausting. Or you might be facing age discrimination in the job market. But most of all, what you're really sacrificing is your happiness. And everyone around you in your life feels that. When you feel dark, when you feel down, when you feel like you are operating well below your potential, everyone feels that. That energy just cascades out. You know what that's like. You don't want to be doing that to the people you love in your life. You don't want to feel that on the inside every day. So we need to do something that gets you energized, that gets you happy again. In entrepreneurship, as I've learned, is the most incredible vehicle, the most all-encompassing vehicle to transform you so that you transform your career, so that you transform your life. Do you see how that works? Now, truthfully, the world rewards those who create value, not those who wait for value to be assigned to them. Let's be real. Are you plugged into a system waiting to be given the right opportunities, trying to position yourself so that the gods above, aka the leaders in your organization, say, oh, you're worthy, you're an up-and-comer, you get this next promotion, you get this new bonus? You don't want to be dependent on that. That is a very taxing place to be. Don't wait for something to be assigned to you. I want you to take control of your future. And when you are a value creator, helping people, making offers, creating businesses to give people new opportunities in their lives, flexing your genius, your natural skills and interests, there's all sorts of beautiful ways that we package these things. But you need to be someone who chooses, I'm a value creator, and I'm doing that on my own design, my own terms. I'm not just plugging into a system, playing by their rules, being a cog in that machine. Hey, are you ready to finally graduate corporate life and build entrepreneurial freedom? Check out corporategraduation.com for my insider guide on smartly ramping down corporate and building a unique online business, all while creating a thriving family life. It's a short training video that could forever change how you experience work and life. Head to corporategraduation.com or see the link in the show notes. Now, back to the show. Yes, a good paycheck is great for many, and the benefits are great as long as it's under your own control. You know, I'm a fan of a good corporate job as long as it's something that you are controlling, right? But you need to create your own value in this world too. This is where we feel alive. This is where we're creating a new financial possibility for our family that has no limit. This is where we are inspiring our kids, our spouses, our friends. This is the zone I want you to be in. Now, embracing this form of entrepreneurship, when you can do it online, you can do it flexibly, you can deliver your genius to people you give a damn about, you're not just securing your future, you're immediately improving your present. From day one, the moment you choose this, I am stepping over this line, building this new path. From there, you regain control over your time. I see it every day. From there, you rediscover your passion for work, for doing work that lights you up because you are cultivating it. You're not just plugging into someone else's system. You're not just doing the same thing you've been doing for 20 plus years because it seems logical. No, you're building a new skill set that's future proof. Once an entrepreneur, always an entrepreneur. Let that sink in. You can create your own economy at will. Not to say it's easy, but it is simple. Once you know the mechanics of starting and running an online business end to end, you can bring that in different places, serve different people, solve different problems. Do you see how there's no longer any dependence there? You need to be future-proof in that sense. We can also leverage all your years of experience as an asset, not just see it as a liability. Like, here's the thing. If you raised yourself up in corporate systems, you reach a certain stage. Let's say you're 50 plus. let's be very real, age, that is often seen as a liability because you are, quote, expensive, and maybe you don't have the up and comer energy of Gen Z, whatever it is. There's biases that kick in. I hate to say it, but it's so true. You've maybe experienced it. Maybe your friends or family have experienced it. It sucks. But what if instead of it being a liability that others deem it to be, you actually leverage it as an asset? That's the opportunity here. Because when you choose this path, you're feeling energized and hopeful about your career again. You are taking all that you've done in the past and leveraging the right components and building a new future of your own design, right? Where you've got a business that excites you, that enables ultimately the life that you want, because that's what we're in it for. That's why I call my signature program Uncaged Life Design, because you are uncaging yourself to design a life that you love, where work and personal stuff works in harmony. Okay. Now realize you might be spinning your wheels, a little bit cautious, a little bit fearful, understandable, because that's where your conditioning comes from. But delaying on this is very costly. Know that this isn't about building something just for a rainy day. Okay. It's about creating a source of energy and fulfillment that benefits you immediately and well into the future, indefinitely for a lifetime, because you deserve to be happy right now. You need to feel energized right now. I will not let up on that point, because go back to when the greatest things in your life have happened. Were you feeling down and dark and depressed? Did great things happen? No. I'm not trying to be a jackass when I say that, but you know what I mean. When you are feeling at your best, when you're feeling excited, optimistic, positive, you've got great vibes running through your body, dopamine coursing through your veins, that's when the best stuff in life happens. That's why we need to do things like building your own business that makes you feel alive, excited, optimistic, happy now, because then the universe conspires to give you the opportunities, the relationships. That's when you feel like you are then positioned to take bold action. We don't take bold action from a state of depression. We take bold action from a state of optimism and excitement. That's why stepping into entrepreneurship literally transforms who you are neurochemically, psychologically, all of it, so that you then take the right actions that you would otherwise not take. So entrepreneurship, going back to my core argument, specifically building an online transformational business. I'm obsessed with this for good reason. It's the key to unlocking the life you want for yourself and your family. It's the start of a new career chapter that aligns with your values and aspirations. And the best part, you don't have to quit your job tomorrow. If you've still got one, if you kind of hate it, if it's good, whatever it is, you just compress that thing, put it on corporate autopilot. You compress that thing into a small box, you detach emotionally, you keep the paycheck flowing for some period of time until it's right for you and your family to say goodbye. And with that right approach, you can build your business alongside your current role. It's not about working more hours. We're not trying to find more hours in your day to build this business. You have to create space. You work smarter with purpose, and then you can build something you love. There's a whole process to it. Again, we teach it all the time in Uncaged Life Design, utterly transforming you rapidly in a number of weeks. So think about this. Go back to where you are right now. Think about the insecurities, the fears you might have, and go back to my argument here. What are we talking about? Prioritizing your happiness, your joy, optimism now. Taking something that I'd argue is very low risk, where you are just building something on the side with virtually no startup capital. It's mostly a time and energy play. Of course, you'd want to invest in some sort of mentorship to make sure you're doing it right. But ultimately, getting this thing in motion could be the number one thing you ever do for your life, because it unlocks a new you, a new interaction, and a way of showing up for your family, a way of earning money, a way of enjoying the work you are doing, and therefore enabling the lifestyle that you crave in the deepest moments of your days. Do you see how that's everything? Do you see why entrepreneurship is something I'm beating the drum for every single day? I lived it. I went through the darkest moments of the whole thing. It's been really hard, but looking back, it was the most important thing I ever did. And now I feel like completely well positioned to help people, to show them in a very simple way to expedite this process, to get you from this state of corporate cage right? To get you to this uncaged state where you feel like you have destiny in your control. That's the point. And if you feel like you want to jumpstart this, I urge you, head over to corporategraduation.com. There, you'll find a simple video which overviews everything I'm talking about, everything about this process, why entrepreneurship can work for you in your exact position. And if you want to, please book a dream scan chat with us. It's a simple text chat. We can just get the conversation going, see what's possible for you. It's literally zero risk, but everything to gain for you. So check that out at corporategraduation.com if what I'm saying rings true with your soul. Now, back to close this out. One of my heroes, the Stoic Marcus Aurelius, former Roman emperor, said this: "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Going back to, do you feel like you are dependent on employers, on W-2 life, on paychecks, on corporate systems? If you are dependent on that, that sucks. Do not tolerate that anymore. Yes, use a good paycheck to your advantage as a tool. Turn your employer into your investor. Yes, but choose entrepreneurship. Realize that it is much simpler and faster than you've ever believed in your life. Of course, the right mentorship and structure accelerates this, but your strength lies in taking action right now, in creating your own opportunities instead of waiting for them to appear or waiting for passive income to take 10 to 15 years to free you. Come on, guys. We can do better than that. The path's not easy, but everything you do here is completely worthwhile. You utterly change as a person in going through the right process. And that is everything. How you experience every day, how you feel every day. Like, hopefully you can feel the energy coming across the audio right now, that you understand how transformative this can be. My family, me, we're all living our best lives right now. And I don't say that lightly. Financially, way better than ever. Energy-wise, spiritually, the bonds and love we have, the clients I'm so blessed to be able to serve, like everything came on the other side of this journey. So ask yourself, given the changing nature of work, ageism, conditions in the market, tech, all of that, given how you feel inside, knowing you've got this untapped potential within you, can you afford not to embrace entrepreneurship? Can you afford to just sit there and let everything happen to you? Are you willing to do that? Will you tolerate that? I'm sure you're screaming, no, no, no right now. Realize your future self is watching. So step up. What will you show them? What will you do for them? This is your moment right now, not later. If we can help book a dream scan chat with us, you can get that in the show notes as well. Hope to speak with you soon, but please expand your mind, choose a new path if your heart is calling you to do so. It could change everything for the better. We'll connect soon. Thanks for listening to Uncage Yourself. Check out MatthewDoan.com to subscribe to the podcast and view our services and helpful resources. If you enjoy the show, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you're listening, or just tell a friend. Talk soon.